Hello, good morning everyone. Thank you for the time given to our group. We from group 2 will present our material, namely Lions and Credit. Okay, then my friend and I will present the material. I am Maria Sanadue. I am moderator and presenter 1. 2.1 Lions and Credit in Accounting. Debits and credit are terms that are often used in the world of financial accounting. Debit is defined as an increase in money in a saving or account and can also be interpreted as an increase in transaction. While credit is defined as spending money during transaction. The term credit itself is an accounting record for debt and equity accountants that have interest. The usual credit is located on the right side and has the Latin name creditor. If assets and expenses are on credit, it means a reduction in the value of the account. Vice versa, if the account payable accumulation and equity are in a debit position, it means that these two types of account have decreased in value. Not only account of need and debts that increase if in a credit position, but also profits and sales.
Element of credit. 1. Trust. In accordance with the origin of the word credit and also the meaning according to the banking law, lending activities are based on a sense of trust. The way a loan agreement can occur between the two patients within the specified period. 2. Time. The second element of credit is time. 3. Agreement. The third element is the existence of agreement between the creditor and the debitor as evidenced by the existence of a written and legal agreement. 4. Submission. Next is the submission of a number of loans from the creditor to the debitor and must be returned according to the time period agreed by both patients. 5. Risk. Even though it is not stated directly and clearly, risk is the final element of creditor that can be avoided during the time spent between providing the loan to repayment. There will be risks that might occur, such a bad credit or repayment beyond a predetermined time period. Therefore, in agreement, there will always be a point of anticipation of the emergence of the risk. Credit provided by birth is now also present in a more patients from namely through credit and service.
Hello, I'm Elsa Batista. Will explain in part 2.3. 2.3 Effects loans and credit for UMKM. The strategic role the SMAS have in development national economy. MSCMS play a role in the distribution of development resources. When it happened crisis, MSCMS play a role in helping economy recovery. This is due to the MSME sector easier for the business actor to enter. In addition, MSMEs have a social impact on public. Among them is absorbing unemployment and overcoming loss of income in public. Back-Demorgat Scan and 11, 2005 concluded that there is a significant effects and positive from emissions on economic growth. This conclusion is obtained after doing research in 45 countries in the world. Another important role is the missions encourage the emergence of new entrepreneurs. Have two foundations in a country economy, namely macro and micro foundation. On macro information, entrepreneurship function as a mover, controller, and driver of the economy of a nation. All business, both parts business and MSMS, start from the same initial idea development by entrepreneurs. While on the micro side, the entrepreneur's function in the company clouds assumes rise and quarantine the common resource in the new ways and different, creating added value, creating new business, and creating new opportunities.
Procedural loans and credit in bank, online loans, and cooperative. Bank, in order to have more mature population, Norway consider some of the ways that can help you in the process for applying for a loan at the following bank. Pay attention to requirements. Bank use requirements to ensure which parties will borrow funds eligible for processing or not. If you don't meet the requirements submitted, then you have failed to follow the correct credit application step. Each bank currently has conditions that are adjusted to their respective policies, but in general, some of these documents must be ensured before applying for a loan credit at a bank. The document is in the form of photocopy of identify, KTP, and family card, copy of income or salary slip, NPWP photocopy, copy of saving book, collateral ownership, documents such as BPKB or certificates. 2. Check credit score when applying for a personal loan or personal loan. Unsecured loan or home ownership loan. One thing that must be considered is the BI checking credit score. Customers who wish to borrow funds will be given a score based on previous collectability record. 3. Determine the loan amount. Knowing how much you like to borrow from a bank can make this process easier. Usually, the bank will see your ability to complete loan payments. If your monthly income only 7 million per month, then it is difficult to get a loan worth 300 million. You can get more information from the bank about this before that determine realistically how big the loan is needed. 4. Choose the loan tenor. The tenor is the loan period that is determined in accordance with the agreement between the debtor and creditor. 5. Learn various forms of the credit. Loan funds from banks are available in various types. If you need a loan to buy a house, there in mortgage. Then there are also loans for business capital or personal loans. Determine what kind of loan is needed so you don't make mistake later. You can also learn various things about the loan so you can more easily understand the terms and installment program. Online loans. Terms of making online loans. Pay attention to some of the requirements in how to make the following online loans. 1. Equinox. Generally, on this case of online loans, the requirement to apply for a loan is 21 and over. Of course, this need to be proven by identify card, such as KTP. 2. Indonesian citizen. Apart from having to be old enough, people who want to get online loans in Indonesia must prove that they are Indonesian citizen. 3. Have a job. After age and nationally prospective borrower must be able to prove that they have a job. 4. Ensuring complement data and document. Personal data is also required as a prerequisite, usually in addition to KTP and PWP documents and salary slip. 5. Have a bank account. The next requirement for taking an online loan is to have a bank account. How to make online loans before deciding to apply for an loan? First, understand the following checking. 1. Find out all important information. Before applying, you need to find out how the online loan. You will choose works. Try researching what online loans are available. You can find information from news, government articles, and other reliable sources. 2. Choose a legal online loan company. The next way to make online loans is to ensure that the online loan platform chosen is legal and recognized by the state. Don't pick up every widely used marketing practice. 3. Meets the requirements. Easy requirements and fast processing sometimes make some people underestimate them, so they don't prepare online loans terms properly. Even though this is one of the quick liquid online loan methods, after you choose an online loan company, you should immediately check all the necessary requirements and how they work. 4. Prepare the requested originals. Even though it is not as completed as loans in general, online loan companies usually still ask you to complete some of the required documents, such as KTP, NPWP, selfie photos, bank transfers, and others. The requirements for having a business of at least 6 months or more actually depend on its online loan company. 5. A tax salary slip. Salary slips are usually required as attachments if the number of loans application is very high. Online lending companies use to ensure that people who take loans can pay them back on time. 6. Submit an online loan according to financial ability. If you want to take a loan, make sure the nominal amount of the loan is reasonable, which does not exceed your ability to return. Cooperative. The condition that must be met how to apply for a loan at a cooperative. 1. Status as a member of a cooperative or prospective member of a cooperative. 2. Fill out the loan application form proposal available. 3. Taxpayer identification number for loans above 50 million. 4. Identify card KTP of husband and wife and marriage certificate if married. 5. Family card, electricity account, salary slip, and pension book if needed. 6. Prepare documents as collateral such as BPKB, land ownership certificate, deposit certificate, and other if you want to borrow funds for business purpose. 7. Proposal for submitting a loan containing the purpose of using the funds obtained later make you sure have met various administrative. After the conditions have been met, then you needed to carry out the procedure for applying for a loan the cooperative, namely 1. Submit the required documents such as KTP, KK, and others documents. 2. Submit a loan application proposal, purpose of using the funds that you have made. 3. If you want to apply for a business loan, you must come directly to the cooperative office in question. 4. The loan application proposal that you will make will be examined by cooperative management. 5. If your proposal for a loan is approved, the loan disbursements and the length of return will be adjusted based on the agreement set for the cooperative loan agreement. 6. Approve the contract regarding profit sharing and monthly installment to be paid.
Introduce, my name is Nilo Budiarta as the presenter of 5. What are the good and bad effects of online loans? This time we will examine the impact of online loans from both sides, positive and negative. The impact of online loans offers many conveniences such as a fast precision process, easy terms, and just a cell phone. Positive effects loans of online loans. Number 1, easy in the submission process. Just download the application, selfie photo and KTP and fill in the form. Number 2, license registered and supervised by OJK. And supervised by OJK, its existence is legal and official. Number 3, no salary slip requested. This online loan does not ask for pay slip in the loan application process. Number 4, only need it cards can be these subs we have tight and explicit that is enough to submit a KTP on online loan and the application is approved liquid. Number 5, can instant direct liquid in 10 minutes. Not only the requirements are easy only the KTP, but also the approval process is fast. Number 6, some without BI checking, not all, but it's expected that most online loans do not check with BI checking. Negative effects loans of online loans. Number 1, hike in loan interest. It can be calculated with a tenth per day from 0.4%. Number 2, personal data on funds taken. In online loans that use application, there is always a risk that personal data on our cell phone or cell phones will be accessible. Number 3, most tenor. The credit period or tenor for online loans is quite short. Number 4, small credit selling. Compared KTA or credit cards, the loan limit on loans is relatively small. Number 5, borrow date, a call close that call. The amount of news about borrowers who have more than one loan. Number 6, easy to quit addiction, the issue of borrowing and borrowing. Number 7, billing intensity. Billing on online loans is known to have intensity.
Types and loans and credit. In general, credit also considered as a financial solution for those who do not have the financial ability to meet their needs. Considering that there are more and more credit enthusiasts in society, it's a good idea to get to know more about the types of credit visit and their usage and repayment period below. The first, working capital loans. This credit is usually used a working capital or capital to build and develop a business. The working capital loans is productive, meaning that this credit is expected to be able to create a product of service from business activity so that it can generate profit to buy as credit installment every month. The second, investment credit. Almost the same as working capital credit, investment credit is also productive where this credit used as a from investment or investment to general profit. However, this investment credit takes quite a long time the profit benefit. The third, consumer credit. Consumer credit is credit that is basically used for personal needs or needs. The fourth, short-term credit. Credit visit on the first repayment period is short-term credit. As the name implies, short-term credit has a firm repayment period of less than 1 year. Usually, this short-term credit is suitable for financing working capital need, where is less than 1 year, you are right see to benefit. The five, medium term credit. Slightly longer with short term credit, this medium term credit takes approximately 3 years to be able to repay credit. Often this medium term credit is used by entrepreneurs engaged in the small and medium enterprise sector. The sixth, long-term credit. The payback period for this long-time credit is quite long, which can be up to 5 years or even more. This type of credit is usually more suitable for investment credit for purchasing company machinery of heavy equipment.
Conclusion. Loans and credit are loans provided by banks and other financial institutions to provide convenience to the less fortunate and needy people. Credit also has a good impact. With credits and loans, they can enrich their capital so that it can be used to build and expand their business so that the business they are doing can grow and continue to run well. Credit is given so that people can use the land for useful things. Okay, that's all our presentation. Thank you.